Way back in the 1920s, a company based right here in our region created a new kind of material. They called it at that time the Allegheny metal. Today we know it as stainless steel. In the years since, Allegheny Ludlam has gone on to become Allegheny Technologies, or ATI, still based in our region and still making specialty metals, including the titanium for Boeing's newest jetliner. And recently, the company announced a $1 billion investment in our region, upgrading its mill in Brackenridge. No wonder ATI was honored this year with the Carnegie Science Center's Chairman's Award. Dan Greenfield is Director of Investor Relations and Corporate Communications at ATI, and welcome. Good to see you.
Good seeing you, Bill.
Yeah, congratulations to everybody, I guess, at ATI for the recognition by the Science Center.
You know what's great, Bill? It's that here we are in Pittsburgh, and something with the name of Carnegie is recognizing a metals company. Now, we're not a steel company, for the technology that is behind the steel that we make, the people, the technology that they have to make planes fly, to make so many things that we take for granted happen, including the electricity into your home.
Yeah, well, and it would surprise a lot of people how many different industries you all are involved with. But I mentioned Boeing, but in the energy industries as well, ATI is a major player.
We are. Our largest market is aerospace and defense, and we have jet engines as well as the airframe. So Boeing, GE, Rolls-Royce for the jet engines. So planes do not fly without ATI. I didn't mean to rhyme, but it did.
I love that. Hey, you got a jingle. You got a good start. Put it to music.
Tell the marketing people. But it's true, and we have to recognize the technology behind making a plane fly. It's really terrific. There's only a few companies in the world who make the titanium, nickel-based alloys, and super alloys, so we're really a leader in the world. Also in energy, whether it's oil and gas or chemical processing, whether it's any form of electricity, power distribution, such as the grain electrical steels we make here in western Pennsylvania that go into power transformers, or any form of solar, wind, nuclear, coal power plant will use considerable amounts of our metals.
Well, you're talking about extreme conditions often, right? Talking about heat, talking about corrosion, all those kinds of things.
And the hotter and more corrosive, the better we like it.
And a lot of that innovation happens right around here, right here in our region?
We do. We employ 3,500, 3,600 people in western Pennsylvania, and a big part of that employment is the technical center in outside of Brackenridge, as well as our powder metals business, which is one of the top in the world also in technology, which is here near the airport. We just acquired Crucible Metals in 2009. Literally, they're taking what normally would be made in a large ingot and atomizing it into fine powders.
Wow. That
is a real leading technology. Again, only a few people in the world who make it. A lot of the discoveries and a lot of the developments, such as our proprietary ATI 425 alloy, a lot of the work is being done right here in northern Allegheny County. We do a lot of material development for the oil and gas industry and our duplex alloys, full family of duplex alloys. I'm using some technical terms, but these are very complex materials. And again, when you look at the duplex family, when you look at ATI 425, when you look at the powder metals, it's important to recognize there just aren't many companies in the world who make that. And if we're not one of the best, we are the best.
Wow, it's an amazing story. You mentioned Brackenridge, I mentioned it off the top. It may well be the single biggest corporate investment in our region that's underway right now, $1 billion plus, right?
Well, that's a great honor for us to have the largest development, but it's the largest development in our industry in the world, and that's very important. We're bringing a technology to our company which was just named this week, the L. Patrick Hassey Hot Rolling and Processing Facility, after man you know, Pat Hassey, who's been our chairman, president, CEO, then recently the chairman and the CEO, who's really led the company into the next level of becoming not just a U.S. company, but a global specialty metals company, a leading company. And one of the things that we needed to complete the rejuvenation of our assets in the United States is this hot rolling and processing facility. We believe in American manufacturing. We think it's the basis for the economy, and so we're investing $1 billion here in western Pennsylvania, in Brackenridge on the Allegheny River. L. Patrick Hassey Hot Rolling and Processing Facility. Just a quick explanation if I can. In the flat roll products metals, we melt. And we melt in western Pennsylvania, stainless steel, specialty alloys. We melt titanium, elsewhere nickel alloys, and they come to us in slabs. The hot rolling and processing facility will take the slab into a coil, which is something you see more often. and the coil will then go to one of our finishing facilities, whether it's Vandergrift or Midland, Pennsylvania, right here in Western Pennsylvania, to be finished and shipped to the customer. But this hot rolling and processing facility that we're building, there's nothing else like it in the world. It's all leading technologies, and it'll do into our difficult to produce materials wider, faster, and with better control of the gauge control than anything else in the world. It's going to become a showpiece.
Wow, fascinating. And having it in Brackenridge, which has been a metals making place for a long, long time, right?
The beauty of Brackenridge is the historic perspective of making metals. Great place, great people, a lot of technology, and keep in mind, so much of what we do, when you're in a leading edge, it's the culture that you develop over the years, because you don't go out and find people who know how to do these things. They're developed over 40, 50, 60 years, and it's our technology, and we cherish that technology.
Wow, that's exciting. Congratulations. Great to see it all happening right here in our region. Dan Greenfield from ATI. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Bill.
And when we return, making science part of your investment strategy. Stay with us.